Hi guys, today we're going to learn how to make a shawl. As you see, this one's pretty big. This is my personal shawl. A couple ways you can wear these. I normally just drape it over my shoulders. You can, it's getting caught in the pillow behind me, sorry. You can throw it over both shoulders. Hold it together with a shawl pin. There we go. You can tie it around your waist. Yeah, so we're going to learn how to make a shawl. This is a basic pattern. It repeats every row, so you can make it as small or large as you want. You can use pretty much whatever yarn you want. What you see here is 2 balls of Lion Brand Mandela, and I think Forest Pixie, or something like that. Forest Nymph, something. So that's that. Where my yarn in went, there we go. So to start this out, you're going to make your slip stitch like you do with pretty much everything else. Next week we're going to learn something else, but for now just do your slip stitch. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts very much like a granny square that we learned last week, because you're going to slip back into that very first chain, make a loop. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So now you have the beginnings. And then double crochet 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. So now you have 4 stitches. Chain twice. 1, 2. I promise this is not a granny square. This is a shawl. You're going to chain, or you're going to double crochet 4 more times into that circle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have a nice little triangle there. Chain 3, 3, and turn your work. Double crochet 2 more times into that same stitch. 1, 2. So now you see you have 3 in that one stitch. And now you're just going to crochet or double crochet to every single one until you get to the middle. Okay, now you're in the middle at your chains. You're going to want to, it's a little difficult, but you're going to want to get a double crochet into that chain. So you have to pick up both sides of your little V, like that. And you finish your double crochet. Chain 2, 2, and double crochet into the next chain of your last center, like that. That way you have 2 little holes. Just a single double crochet in every stitch until you get to the end. And then 3 double crochets into that last stitch. This one's a little tricky. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Your triangle is grown. Again, you're going to chain 3, 3, turn your work, and 2 more double crochets into that first stitch. Double crochet all the way across to the center. And then in the center, you do your double crochet into the first chain, chain 2, and then double crochet into your second chain. Crochet, double crochet all the way across. This gets very repetitive. The shawl that I was showing you earlier took 10 plus hours. I like to watch movies, TV shows when I'm doing it. And then 3 double crochet into that last stitch. Pick up both sides. And 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So you are officially, I am officially on the 3rd row. You don't ever count this first little loop as a row. That's just kind of your starting chain. You count 1, 2, 3. You can do tally marks to keep track, or you can just keep crocheting until you run out of yarn. 2 more double crochet into that first. Double crochet across. To double crochet, I don't know if you're just joining us, a double crochet is where you loop, hold on to that loop, go through both, and then loop again, pull through both of those, pull through 2, pull through 2. So next week we will be learning how to make stress balls, little light fluffy balls that you can throw at anything when you get upset. And that'll be the start of our stuffed animals section, because I figured Halloween is the perfect time to do stuffed animals. Remember, you get to the center, you're going to double crochet into your first chain, chain 2, double crochet into your second chain, and then keep double crocheting across. So yeah, we're going to be doing stress balls next week, and throughout the month of October, we're going to be doing a bunch of different stuffed animal type things, so that at the end of October, we can learn how to make our own monsters. And that'll be a couple days before Halloween. Actually, we're a couple days before fall, the official start of fall as well. So whenever you're watching this, happy autumn. Chain, get to your last one, 3 double crochets into the last stitch, 2 and 3, and then 3 chain, and turn your work. Not sure what else to talk about. We're only about 9 minutes into the live stream. Like I said, this is a very simple pattern. It's very repetitive, but it grows very fast. We are already on row, we're working on row 5 right now. Once you get up into the higher rows, it'll take 30 minutes to get across an entire side. It gets a very monotonous, very continuous I like to make my adult shawls about 50 rows. That's about all I can stand, in all honesty. Because once you get to the 50th row, it's taking about an hour per row. And at that point, I'm pretty much done with it. The child sizes, I make them about 35 rows. They take about 6 hours. It's not very long in the scheme of everything. I know that seems like a really long time to some people, but 6 hours is absolutely nothing when a sweater takes weeks. You might notice that my yarn is slowly changing color. This is Lion Brand's, I believe, Ferris wheel. Let me pull it up. It has some really pretty blues and purples for one of my friend's baby showers. She's doing a Little Mermaid theme for her nursery, and so I found a really cute yarn to go with it. My sister just looked at me weird, in case you were wondering. I'm making shawls. I'll make dinner after this. Okay. 3 double crochet into that last stitch. Also, sorry for the interruption. We haven't eaten dinner yet because I was working on something else before this. And I forgot to eat. So I'm going to make dinner after this, which is always fun. I baked bread today. I know that this is like nothing to do with crochet, but we're just like chilling out now. I baked bread today, which I like to do on the weekends whenever I have time. So that's cool. Sorry if my live streams are kind of boring right now. Like I said, we're in like the beginning phases. We're still kind of learning. Next week, when we do stress balls, it'll be a lot more entertaining. There's a lot of increasing and decreasing going on. It should be fun. You're at the center, and I always have the hardest time trying to get my double crochet into the first chain of the center. And I think it's because when I do my chains, my first chain is always tighter than the chains after that. I'm aware of it, so I should be able to fix it, but I kind of get into a mode and I forget to fix it when it happens. I'm probably going to end this live stream about 15 minutes in. I know that this is a really short live stream. Next week should be longer. I'm not sure. I'm writing up the pattern for it now, so a lot of the patterns I do come up with my own. Month of October, we're going to see a lot of other people's patterns. I'll probably post links to the patterns in my descriptions. I want to do candy corn socks at some point, so I'm hoping to. That'd be cool. I'm hoping to do that. We'll also be doing bats, pumpkins, and like I said, a build your own monster, which is going to be pretty entertaining. I haven't decided on what kind of monster I'm going to build quite yet. But like I said with the shawls, you can continue them, stop them at any point. Yeah, you can use pretty much any yarn for these. I've never tried it with a really thick yarn, but if you want to try it with a really thick yarn, let me know how it goes. I have it on really thin yarns, and they're very lacy and drapey. Spring. I've done a couple winter shawls. I recently got the idea to do, for child shawls, putting a button on the child shawl so that when the parents are getting them in and out of car seats and such, it doesn't fall off as easy. It was a really nice idea from one of my customers. She asked me to put a button on it, which I had never thought of before. Because I'm used to adults wearing just shawl pins and such. And we are at the center. We're going to finish out this row and then in the live stream, or chain 2 for the center, and then into the chain 1. Or the second chain, I'm sorry. Also, if I ever go too fast, please let me know. I've crocheted for many a year, and so this has become very second nature for me. I can stop and explain anything that you have questions about. Anything about types of yarns or hook sizes, anything about the pattern itself. You can always ask me questions. Please don't be afraid to. We are just about at the end. I'm trying to get to the end so I can show you how fast this really grows. Because like I said, we're only 16 minutes in. And I started this, I don't know, about 2 or 3 minutes into the live stream. So probably only about 15 minutes of work. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. They do curl in the corners. You'll notice that even the larger ones, after I've washed them a couple times, continue to curl. And I think it's because of the chain or the 3 double crochets into each side. Set this down. I personally like the curl. I don't know if you can see the curl there. There it is. Because when I drape it over my shoulders, it curls around my shoulders. I like that. If you don't, I think you can take away the chain 3 or the 3 double crochets at the end. I've never tried it, but experiment. It's fun. That's how you come up with new patterns. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to come back next week for... Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Come back next week for stress balls. 7 o'clock, I'm always here Sundays. If this time doesn't work, please let me know. No, we will try and figure out another time, or if you guys want me to do 2 live streams a week and do the same pattern over again, I can always do that. Again, thank you. Yeah, that's it. Have a good day. Bye.